I've had a beautiful weekend. A lot of revelations this weekend. You know, a lot of ups and downs, but it's necessary ups and downs. You know, like my older brother, I ain't talked to him in a minute. You know, he called me today, and that lightened up the load of my heart today. So that was good. So I thank Allah for that. You know, I think this is a time, like going into the tourist season, this is where my power comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like, my power comes from Allah. My name, Jabril, as you can see up there, means strength from God. So, you know, if you ever see me with some power, right, it's because I get it directly from God. I don't ask myself for nothing. I don't ask man for nothing. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I get it straight from the source. You know, so I ain't really got to struggle when you let go and you let God. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's beautiful. You just gotta, like, really hold that in. You know? But I heard some wisdom by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan today, and he said, you know, you can have the greatest seed in the world, but if the soil is not ready, if the soil is not worth anything, then the seed won't take. Nothing will grow. So it's like, you can have truth, you can have knowledge, right? And sometimes we're so happy that we have the seeds, but we might not have fertile soil of the mind in order for those seeds to actually grow and become us. And so I was thinking about that today. It's like, you have to make sure that the soil is rich, right? That your mind is rich. You have to make sure you have a mind that has the ability to grow from the things it goes through, the thing it absorbs, that which it hears, the lessons that it adheres to. So we have a world of a bunch of knowledgeable people. They have the seeds, but they ain't got the soil, right? And I'm a person that, you know, sometimes the seeds take, sometimes the seeds don't take. And now I'm in this season of making sure that my soil is rich. He said the way they measure good soil is they go and they grab a clunk of dirt, right? The farmers will grab a big clunk of dirt on the land and they'll pull it up and see if there's any worms in there. And by the liveliness of the worms jumping around, you can tell the liveliness of the soil, right? Because the worms will kill 90% of the toxicity in the soil, right? And so those worms are like, it's the filtering process. When you hear truth, it should move you, right? You shouldn't be a dead person that hears truth and they stubborn, right? It's not the outside that matters. It's what's going on inside that matters, right? Like, the truth should make you move. So when I see people who move off the truth, who execute, who allow the truth to become them, right? Those are people who have good soil. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a good word. I thought I'd share it with you all. Because that's my word of the day. You know, like, don't be so caught up in the greatness of the seeds if there's no richness in the soil. That's the word. You know what I'm saying? Where's my pulpit? Where's my rostrum? You know what I'm saying? Where's my collection plate? I was taking this, the way I study, man, I take notes as I study, and I don't take notes on everything, just the stuff that really just pops out at me. That's like, you gotta hold on to this one, because if you do, it can help you. It can be a guide, you know. And it was something else that he said. He said, woman is the kin to God's mind, right? And it was a lecture called The Divine Value of the Woman. And it was a great, amazing lecture. I'm almost all the way through it. I've been listening to it all day. It's like 3 hours long. But that's what I do sometimes. I pick up a teaching like that for the day, and I dissect it, and I go through it, and I listen for the words that pop out to me. I listen to the teachings that come to me that tells me this the missing piece. Because for me, that which moves me, that's enriching my soil. You know what I mean? When I dropped them seeds, but he was just breaking down so much, you know, in his explanation, you know, because everything was about the exaltation, you know, of the woman and his speech. But in that exaltation, you know, is you can be proud as a man to hear it, which is the more even beautiful thing, because once you have the realization that we are interconnected, that we are, you know, reliant upon each other, we are equal but different, right? And in that difference, you have to understand, you know, that difference is what makes us equal. I'll explain it like this. Man has physical strength over a woman all day long. She is not his equal physically by strength. But the woman has a womb. She can give birth. She has an innate strength within herself when it comes to, you know, the ability to, you know, withstand pain. That is a strength that can be considered equal to man's strength or greater, because all men ain't strong anyway. But when you think about equality, right? And I think what people have to understand is we always thinking about everything being equal. No, you're focusing on your strength, but you're not focusing on her strength, right? Because you don't want those to come out to be equal. So it's like when one person brings something to the table and you bring something to the table, now y'all have created equality at that table, right? You may have brought the table, may have brought the food, but she may have cooked it. That's her equality that she brings to the table. And so being able to take a perspective like that and an attitude like that allows us to generate better relationships, I believe. That's what I took from that today as I was listening to that word. I was like, that was powerful. I said, ooh. I like that. Because man has a great intellectual ability to deceive himself into being greater than he is, which blocks him from being as great as he can be. You know, if that makes sense to you. When you tell yourself you're greater than you are, you may not put the work in to become as great as you can be, because you may have believed that you've reached that level already.